I think Jeremy's really the one that taught me that I have a Jewish story. And I think you really taught me that Jewish stories are your own. It's very personal. It is your relationship with God. And I think my favorite thing that has to do with Jeremy and Jewish stories is that he let me into his. That by watching him with his phenomenal partner raise two amazing children in a very Jewish way, I really saw, for me, what I want my Jewish story to look like in the future. And I think by being a part of his Jewish story, it really reflected on me and my choices and what I was doing with my life and how I was shaping my own Jewish story and what it was going to look like.
Jeremy, there's a lot of things I could say, but honestly, you know, this whole year you've helped me look at things from many different angles, and I really appreciate that. And the best thing that could actually come out of this year was that you're going to be working a lot with my mom in Jewish day school, so I will be seeing a lot of you. So the learning doesn't stop here. But I want to thank you. You've shaped my life just like you have the people that I've worked with, and so many other great stories I've heard of you helping people. So just continue being the person that you are.
So the question is, how has Jeremy affected my Jewish story? Well, Jeremy basically is my Jewish story. Without him, I completely would have lost my roots, and I thank God every day for him for being in my life. Jeremy, I love you, and I'm so happy for this next part in your life, and you're going to do amazing. And let's just talk about it soon. Love you.
Hi Jeremy, I just wanted to thank you so much for all that you've taught me through CEI and how much you've made Judaism so much more relatable to my life and something I really understand and appreciate now and know that I want to continue having be a part of my life. And I really also appreciate how much you've taught me about myself and how you've made me realize things about myself that I never knew before, and it has really shaped me as a person. So we'll miss you so much, and thank you for everything.
Hi Jeremy. So I truly don't think that there's a way for me to put into words the way that you've shaped and influenced my Jewish story. And when you teach, you come alive, and to see that kind of passion and true joy for someone's work, it's not something you see very often, and it's incredibly special. And I can't tell you how much I've learned from it, whether it was in CI or studying Talmud. You really showed me the beauty in Judaism, and you taught me what a Jewish story is. And you've made me excited to come to temple and excited to learn and excited to ask questions. So all I can really say is thank you so much for everything that you've done, your guidance and your support. It's been incredible, and it's something, the lessons that you've taught me, I will take on for the rest of my life and hopefully be able to try to affect someone else's Jewish journey the way that you have for me and for so many people. So thank you so much.
Hi Jeremy, thank you so much for everything you did for me this year as well as all the other CEIs. I feel like I've grown so much this year because of the lessons I've learned from you. You taught me to look at the world in a different way, and you taught me how to analyze so many different Jewish teachings, and you showed me how they apply to my own life in ways that I never would have known. So thank you so much. I'm going to miss you so much next year.
So I thought I'd tell everyone a little bit about mine and Jeremy's life story. So it kind of all began, he here as a freshman, not really knowing anyone off of a gap year program, so it wasn't really a freshman, it was like a sophomore, freshman, I don't know. So he took me out for lunch at Cozy, and it was really nice, and I was utterly depressed here, and I was trying to think about time, and he's like, oh, why don't you be friends with this person or this person, but it was just nice to have someone to talk to and really hear someone out, and I don't know, it was a wonderful situation. And from there, he was like, why don't you come to Hillel more often? So I did, and literally I have not left the building. And I just want to tell Jeremy thank you for, you know, all the love and support that you've given me over the past 3 years since I've been here, and I like can't imagine you like leaving. It's like so hard. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You're an amazing individual, and I know you're going to do great things at the school. And I wish you all the best.
Hi Jeremy, I can't believe I'm saying goodbye video to you. You have done so much for me here at Delaware, and you have made such a huge impact on my life. This breakup has been going a little better for me now, knowing that you're going to be in Wilmington, so you can't stay away forever, especially because there's going to be so many women here next year. But really, we're going to miss you so much. It's so surreal that you're not going to be here. Thank you for everything. I love you. Good luck. I can't wait to hear how great it goes.
Hey Jeremy, Nate here. So I'm going to have to keep this video short because I'm sending it over email, and I don't think I can send a long video over email. So what I'm going to say is, first of all, Talk Israel, still repping the shirt, love it. I want to say that it was truly a pleasure working with you, and talking with you and learning about different ways of incorporating Judaism into my life and my path, and how I live it on a daily basis. You really helped influence me in that regard. You also made it really fun at school to work in Judaism and work at Hillel. You helped out with that a lot. And I know that you have influenced so many students in the time that you've been there. And I know that you will continue to influence people all the time. And that's the best thing about you, is that you're a constant force of awesomeness and influence and encouragement. And yeah, so even though you're leaving University of Delaware, I know that it's just the start of something new and equally or more awesome. And yeah, thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the videos.
Jeremy has definitely helped me through my Jewish journey from the beginning when I first started at Delaware 3 years ago. I remember the first time someone asked me about my Jewish journey, and it was Emma when she was a CEI, and I remember telling her how I didn't really know how to answer the question, but then I thought about it, and I was able to talk about my grandma being sick and then how I dealt with that by going to temple and finding kind of, you know, an escape for me, and it taught me that, you know, believing in faith helps me get through certain things and also helps others be inspired. And then when I got to Delaware, it was really great going through Freshman Fest and meeting Jeremy along the way, and I was lucky enough to become a CEI. And I think one of the main reasons I became a CEI was because Jeremy believed in me, and he always has, and I really appreciate that. From anything from being a CEI to running for CMA president or any other crazy thing I decided to do, any country club I decided to work for, he always supports me. And I know this is just the beginning of my Jewish journey, and because of him, I'm able to expand it so many ways, and fortunate enough to be the advisor last year and the advisor this year for the new cohort. And I really want to thank him for being such a great role model and an inspiration to not only myself but so many students and my engagees and friends I've introduced to them. So thank you, Jeremy, and best of luck.
So Jeremy has really shaped my identity here, as I've had so many kind of questions of identity going through college and figuring out my observances and how I grew up versus what choices I want to make myself. And instead of giving me the answers to everything, Jeremy's always been the one to ask the right questions and ask more questions that help to kind of shape the perspectives and really just give me a perspective to look at the issues at hand. And it's really helped me to, you know, help me form my identity in that way, just by asking questions.
How has Jeremy shaped my Jewish story? It's tough to even put it into words. What I do know is that when I first got involved with Hillel, the person who was continually there and made me want to stay involved was Jeremy. He is the reason that I have a Jewish story, and he's the reason that I am proud of that Jewish story. He's taught me so much, not only about the formalities of Judaism, but also about how to relate it to my life and make it personal. Jeremy, I wish you the best of luck in your next step forward and cannot wait to hear all about it.
Jeremy, I just wanted to thank you for making these past 4 years at Hillel so spectacular. You are the first person to welcome me into the Hillel family back at Freshman Fest when you came over to me when I was sitting by myself on the stage. I just want to thank you for that, and for Birthright, you made it the greatest experience possible. And then also throughout the 4 years at Hillel, you've really made me feel welcomed whenever I walked into the door. It's really been a great experience. And with biblical literature this past spring, you really made me grow as a Jew. I didn't really understand the stories as much before this year, but I think I'm going to be a better Jew because of that going forward. And I look forward to staying in touch with you going forward. Thank you.
Hi, Jeremy. So, I just want to say that I really appreciate everything that you've done over the past 4 years. I'm so happy that your 4 years here and my 4 years here coincided. It's just like great. Just coming from my Jewish day school background and everything, having a rabbi at Hillel, I just feel so lucky. Having your rabbinical, your halachic opinions and everything. And when I came to you and asked, what was the Jewish view about tattoos, and you were very honest and didn't ask me why are you asking me that, and you just gave me the straight answer, and that was exactly what I needed. So just all those times that you've been there with that side of everything, just wanted to say thank you and good luck with everything.
Hi Jeremy, it's Kenny. I just want to wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I want to tell you that you really made my time at UD very valuable. You held a lot of insight, especially during our CEI meetings, and even now for biblical and classical literature. You're a very unique person, and you have a lot to offer, and the world's lucky that you're offering it. So once again, thanks, and I hope you keep in touch. And again, best of luck.